it's winter time and we have a lot of herbs inside of the house that we have dried after we have harvested them in the fall. This in particular is tarragon. It's really important when you harvest your herbs and you put them into a bag that you actually label the bag, because if you don't, you're gonna have to open up all of your sacks and figure out what's in them. But also you want to have the year on there so you know when you actually harvest the herbs. So with the tarragon, it doesn't really take that much work. You go outside, you cut it, you bring it inside, you wash it. We normally let it air dry on a towel, and I mean like an old beach towel that we don't use at the beach anymore, and it helps like really soak up that moisture. And then once all the water droplet is gone, you put it inside the bag, throw it in the cabinet, and then when winter time comes and we're itching to be out in the garden but we can't, then we can get a little taste of summer and fall by taking this out. And so I want to show you all a little bit of what the tarragon looks like after it's dried. So you still have, if people wonder, you still have a nice green color. It's not as bright as it would be if it was fresh, but you still have a nice color. And tarragon sometimes have like a little bit of smell of licorice, but it's really good for like beans and fish and chicken, because it has a really strong taste that'll hold up to it. And I also like it on lamb as well. So the next thing that'll happen, my boys, they'll take this, they'll destem it, so they'll take the leaves off the stem, they'll put it down on a plate, they'll use our herb cutter, which is super cool that you'll get to see in just a moment, and then they'll cut it and they'll put it into a little container. So when you have your herbs, you may think like the whole entire thing is edible. Now, but you don't want to eat all of it because it may taste a little bit like tree bark. So think about a tree. You have branches and you have leaves on the branches. What we want to eat from the tarragon are the leaves on the branches and not like the stem, because it doesn't taste as great. It's kind of woody in your mouth and the taste is really in the leaves. And so sometimes when people are new to this, they'll just take all the dry herbs, throw it down, and they'll start cutting it all up. And then they feel like they're getting poked when they're actually using the herb. And that's because they didn't do the de-stemming process. This is the most important part of the process, is making sure you separate the stems and the leaves.
Remember, anyone can be a gardener. You just have to get ready, get set, and grow. Special thanks to Bree MG.